Have you ever wondered why cats love rubbing their heads and bodies against objects and even people? This seemingly simple behavior hides a series of powerful messages that cats are sending, and it might be much more than just a sign of affection. In this video, we're going to unravel the mysteries behind this action, exploring the reasons behind this behavior, and how it reveals deep secrets about cat communication and behavior. Whether you're a cat lover or just want to understand your feline better, stay tuned until the end and discover how every rub is a unique way of expressing territory, affection, and so much more. 1. Territorial marking. Territorial marking is an instinctive behavior in cats, driven by their need to establish control over their environment. Cats, being solitary hunters by nature, are highly territorial creatures, and they use various methods to claim and protect their space. Pheromones and scent glands. Cats have specialized scent glands located throughout their body, especially in their cheeks, forehead, lips, and around the base of the tail. These glands release pheromones, which are chemical signals used for communication between cats. These pheromones can convey a wealth of information, such as the cat's identity, emotional state, and even its gender and sexual status. Face and cheeks. When a cat rubs its face or cheeks against an object or person, it is depositing these pheromones. This creates a unique signature scent, telling other cats that this space has been marked as the cat's territory. This is why you may see your cat rubbing against furniture, doors, or even your legs. They are marking you or your belongings as theirs. Base of tail. The glands near the base of the tail are another key area for scent marking. This part of the cat's body is particularly sensitive to contact, and rubbing here creates a more intense release of pheromones, which is often more noticeable to other cats. Olfactory marking. When a cat rubs against objects, it is not simply leaving a scent for no reason. It's a deliberate action to claim those objects or spaces as part of its territory. The act of rubbing allows the cat to deposit pheromones onto items, such as its favorite resting spots, toys, food bowls, or even the humans it interacts with regularly. Comfort zones. Cats seek to mark areas they frequent as safe zones. These areas include their beds, favorite spots around the house, and even doorways or windowsills where they might observe the outside world. By marking these areas, cats reinforce their sense of security. The release of pheromones helps to establish a safe, familiar environment where they feel comfortable. Ward off intruders. For cats that live with other animals, rubbing becomes a defensive tactic. The scent markers left by the cat are a warning to other animals or cats that this territory is already claimed. If another cat enters the area, it will smell the pheromones and may avoid any potential conflict, recognizing that this space is not available for intrusion. Territoriality and security. When multiple cats coexist in the same environment, territorial marking through rubbing becomes even more important for maintaining peace. Cats will often use scent marking as a way to draw invisible lines around their personal space. This serves as an early warning system, signaling to other cats not to encroach on the marked territory. Reducing conflict. By rubbing and leaving scent markers on areas like furniture, door frames, or people, cats are effectively establishing boundaries. This is crucial in multi-cat households, where avoiding physical conflict can reduce stress. The recognition of these scent markers helps the cats understand which areas are safe for them and which are claimed by others. 2. Affection and social bonding. In addition to marking territory, rubbing is also a crucial behavior for cats to express affection and form strong social bonds, both with other cats and with humans. Rubbing is an important form of communication that strengthens relationships within a group, whether among fellow felines or with their human companions. Behavior in cat colonies. In a cat colony or among social groups of cats, rubbing against each other is a sign of trust, affection, and solidarity. Cats living in colonies often engage in mutual grooming, and rubbing is a form of bonding that goes beyond just scent marking. Facial rubbing. When cats rub their faces against each other, it's not only about transferring pheromones, but also about recognizing one another as part of their social group. This behavior helps to reinforce the connection between individuals within the colony and solidifies their social structure. By rubbing against each other, cats are communicating that they belong to the same group and share the same territory. Solidarity and peacekeeping. In a colony, rubbing helps to reduce tensions between cats. It establishes a sense of unity, signaling that the individuals are not competing with each other for territory. Instead, they are part of a cohesive unit, working together for mutual survival. Affection with humans. For cats that live with humans, rubbing against their owners serves as an expression of affection and trust. It's one of the strongest ways a cat can communicate that it feels comfortable and secure around a person. This behavior is similar to how humans hug or kiss one another to express love and affection. Rubbing for attention. When a cat rubs against you, it's often a request for attention. Cats learn quickly that rubbing their heads or bodies against their human's legs or hands is a way to receive petting or affection. This behavior is most common when a cat feels calm and content, and it is a sign that it wants to connect with you on an emotional level. Reinforcing bonds. Just like in cat colonies, rubbing against a human reinforces the bond between the two. Cats don't rub against people they don't trust, so if your cat is rubbing you, it's an indication that they see you as part of their social group. This mutual interaction strengthens the relationship, making the cat feel secure in its environment. Signs of trust. For a cat, rubbing is a vulnerable behavior. They are exposing sensitive areas of their body, such as the face and neck, which are usually guarded during interactions with potential threats. When a cat rubs against a person, it is a sign of deep trust. They are not only marking you as theirs, but they are also allowing you into their personal space. Comfort and security. Cats are very sensitive to their environment, and they will not engage in behaviors like rubbing unless they feel safe. If your cat rubs against you, it is an indication that they trust you completely. This behavior is often accompanied by purring or kneading, which are other signs of contentment and affection. Acknowledging a group member. In the wild, rubbing against others in a social group reinforces the notion of belonging. When a cat rubs against you, it sees you as part of its group, much like a member of a cat colony. This act reinforces the relationship and fosters a deeper emotional connection between the cat and its human companions. 3. Hunting behavior and resource marking. Cats are natural hunters, and much of their behavior is instinctively tied to this trait. While territorial marking is the primary reason for rubbing, interactions with objects are also linked to their innate need to hunt and secure resources, whether food or safety. Marking important objects. Cats have a strong desire to claim ownership over objects that are valuable to them. This includes items like their beds, toys, or furniture that they frequently use or feel a connection to. Rubbing against these objects is not just about marking territory, but also about reinforcing the importance of these items in their daily life. Beds and resting spots. Cats see their bed or favorite resting spot as a resource. By rubbing against it, they are marking it with their scent to ensure that it remains their designated safe space. This provides both a physical and emotional refuge. The scent left behind acts as a comforting reminder of their territory, making the area feel more secure and familiar. Toys and play objects. Cats may rub against toys to claim them, much like they would mark a spot where they hunt. By rubbing their face or body against a toy, they leave their pheromones on it, signaling ownership. This reinforces the bond they have with their toys and can make playtime more emotionally satisfying. In the wild, marking prey or hunting grounds is a way for cats to secure valuable resources. This behavior is transferred to the household environment, where toys or other interactive objects represent resources that contribute to their well-being. Furniture and other valuables. Cats may also rub against furniture, especially pieces they frequently interact with, like scratching posts, chairs, or even your own personal items. By doing so, they mark these items as their own, ensuring that other animals, or even humans, recognize that these objects are within their domain. This helps to establish a hierarchy of control over important resources in the home. Identification of resources. Rubbing against objects is a method by which cats identify and claim the resources they use regularly. It can be seen as an instinctual need to ensure that the spaces and items they rely on are marked and preserved. Prey and hunting grounds. In the wild, cats mark areas with prey to secure them as their own hunting grounds. This ensures that they have control over the food supply and can return to these places without competition. This behavior is mirrored in the household, where cats may rub against their food bowls, favorite spots, or even a hidden area where they may stash their toys or other resources. This practice helps them preserve control over spaces they view as important for their survival and comfort. Resource preservation. Rubbing also signals to other animals or cats that a particular resource is already claimed. Just as cats in the wild would defend their hunting grounds, they will use rubbing as a means of asserting dominance over resources within their home, preventing other animals from encroaching on these valuable areas. 4. Seeking comfort and relaxation. Rubbing can also serve as a way for cats to find comfort and relaxation. The physical act of rubbing provides both emotional and physiological benefits, contributing to a cat's overall well-being and relaxation. Connection with the owner. When a cat rubs against its owner, it is engaging in a behavior that fosters connection and emotional bonding. This action helps establish a sense of security and trust between the cat and the human, particularly in an environment that feels safe and predictable. Seeking reassurance. Rubbing can be a subtle yet powerful way for cats to seek comfort and reassurance from their owners. It's a way for the cat to reaffirm that it feels safe and protected in its current environment. This often happens when the cat is feeling relaxed or in need of emotional support, especially if it's experiencing stress or anxiety. The act of rubbing against a person helps the cat feel grounded and nurtured. Sense of belonging. Just like rubbing against other members of their colony or family, a cat that rubs against you is seeking to reinforce the emotional bond between the two of you. The cat is not only marking you as part of its group, but also reminding you, and itself, that it sees you as a trusted companion. This behavior strengthens the sense of connection and attachment that deepens the relationship. Relaxation behavior. Rubbing is often observed when a cat is feeling particularly relaxed and content. It's a self-soothing behavior that helps the cat to de-stress and affirm that it is in a comfortable and safe space. Releasing tension. When a cat rubs against a familiar object, like its bed or a favorite piece of furniture, it can be a way of releasing built-up tension. The act of rubbing not only releases pheromones, which act as calming agents, but also provides a sense of relaxation and comfort. The physical act of rubbing can mimic other soothing behaviors, like kneading, which is often seen when cats are content or seeking comfort, creating a relaxing environment. By rubbing against items that hold personal significance, such as its bed, couch, or even your legs, a cat is reaffirming its comfort with its surroundings. This behavior is often seen when cats are winding down after a play session or just before resting. It's their way of marking the space as safe and suitable for relaxation, reinforcing the idea that they are in a place where they can let their guard down and be at ease. Requesting affection or attention. Sometimes, rubbing is simply a way for a cat to ask for affection, attention, or companionship. It's a nonverbal cue that communicates the cat's desire for interaction and engagement with its human. Subtle requests for interaction. A cat that rubs against you is often signaling that it wants to be petted, scratched, or cuddled. This behavior is especially common when the cat is near you and wants to create an opportunity for further bonding. It's their way of saying, "I'm here and I want attention." Creating emotional intimacy. Rubbing also helps to create a closer, more intimate relationship between you and the cat. It's not only about seeking attention, but also about reinforcing emotional closeness. This is why rubbing often occurs when the cat feels safe and relaxed in your presence, and it may happen at times when you are stationary or calm, such as when you're reading or watching TV. 5. Sign of pleasure or excitement. Rubbing can also be a sign of pleasure, satisfaction, or excitement, particularly when the cat is in a state of joy or contentment. Excitement and happiness. When a cat is particularly happy or excited, it may rub with more intensity, often rolling on the floor or rubbing against objects more vigorously. In this state, rubbing serves as an expression of its joy, an outlet for the happiness it is feeling. External stimuli. This behavior can also be seen when a cat is in contact with something that pleases it, like toys or soft surfaces. The excitement becomes even more visible when the cat experiences physical pleasure, like being petted in a way it finds stimulating. In summary, a cat's rubbing behavior is multifaceted and filled with meaning. It can involve territorial communication, affection, reaffirmation of resource ownership, seeking comfort, and even pleasure and excitement. Each rub is a subtle message, rich with layers of communication and emotion, depending on the situation and the cat's relationship with its environment and the beings around it.